Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Bon Pesawino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, before I continue, there is this statement that William Ruto has made. Actually, I have got two top stories to talk about, but before that, there is this statement that William Ruto talked about or said while abroad, that I think while he was in UK, while he was in UK. This is what William Ruto said, that Kenyans set very high standards for me. Good is not good enough. They only believe in excellence. That's why sometimes when I am doing something good, they still push me, sometimes with a little demonstration that that you're not doing as much as we told you to do. That one aside, we'll talk about that in the next video. William Ruto is saying that Kenyans push him by telling him that what we told you to do, you are doing, but it's not good enough. So in short, he's trying to say that Kenyans normally push him by the demonstration. But one thing I know is that Kenyans only do demonstrate because of what he's doing. What he does is wrong. That is why Kenyans demonstrate. So I don't think, but that is William Ruto. Anyway, let me just jump into our discussion. But before that, please, I just want to remind you, if you're in for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop me a comment at the comment section and tell me what you think and where you're watching these videos from. As I normally say, that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. And not fail to appreciate those who are giving us support, because without a support, this channel cannot grow and it cannot be where it is as now. And this is the best platform if you want to know what is happening in the field of in the line of politics. You can come back to Havana Media. Always welcome here, and thank you very much for always watching my videos through your phone, your television, anywhere you're watching these videos from, your laptop, anywhere. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Asante sana. Jumping back to our discussion, I've told you that I've got two top stories to talk about. Story number one, I want to talk about this issue of Didmus Baraza. You know, yesterday Didmus Baraza went to a primary school, and you know, sometimes I fail to understand what is normally happening with our leaders. Like, you do the right thing, but now at the wrong, you do the right thing at the wrong time, but in fact, also at the wrong place. So Didmus Baraza is going to primary school and talking about the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. We all know there is a statement that Oscar Sudi made on, I think it was on Sunday, when Oscar Sudi was saying, on Sunday there is a statement that Oscar Sudi made, and Oscar Sudi said that, I repeat once again, 2 weeks home. Now, this issue of 2 weeks home has brought a lot of problems between Oscar Sudi and Gachagua'S Muchonga. Muchonga was trying to warn Oscar Sudi that this government is not yours. You have to remember that this government is not yours. Now, Didmus Baraza, okay, when he was talking about 2 weeks, it's only 2 weeks home, nobody knew what he was talking about. But now, yesterday, Didmus Baraza is coming out and telling us that it is only 2 weeks and Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached, is going to go home. And funny enough, he's saying this to the primary pupils. So let me ask this question. How are primary pupils connected with the government? Like, how can they help there? What is it that they have that they can use to help? What influence do they have to impeach Rigathi Gachagua? What influence do these kids have? What do they know? That, okay, let's say for instance right now election is going to be done. Can these kids do So sometimes leaders, I really wonder the kind of leaders that we elected. And this is the same person that is saying that is aspiring to become the, I don't know, either the governor or what.
Mtu tu mmoja mwenye angenizuia sababu ni mkabila, hapendi maendeleo kuje kwa area nyingine, anapenda tu maendeleo yeye tu kwa Kikuyu peke yake. Ni huyu anaitwa Rigathi Gachagua. Lakini Rigathi Gachagua maneno yake tumapanga kabla Christmas ifike, atakuwa nyumbani kama mwananchi wa kawaida. Apende ya asipende, kwa chini ya wiki mbili, wiki tatu, atatembea akienda kwake nyumbani. Sisi tumeamua huyo Rigathi Gachagua mpaka aende nyumbani kwa. Na tumesema akiondoka akienda nyumbani, haezi ondoka tu kwa kutembea, ataondoka kwa kukimbia. Na hata kuwa anakimbia peke yake, atakuwa anakimbia hatua 5, anageuka anaangalia nyuma, anaongeza mwendo kasi ya kwenda mbio zaidi ya mingi ya kuelekea kwake nyumbani. Kwa sababu hatutaki naibu rais ambaye ni mkabila. Naibu rais ambaye anaona nchi ya Kenya vile walipiga kura, badala yaone nchi ya Kenya kwamba wale ambao wanakaa hapa Kenya wote ni wa Kenya. Mimi ni mjumbe ya Kimilili hapa. Na si ati Kimilili hii ati ni Wabukusu peke yao. Kimilili hii tuko mpaka na Wateso. Kimilili hii tuko mpaka na Wawanga. Kimilili hii tuko mpaka na Wakikuyu. Tuko mpaka na Wajaluo. So Rigathi Gachagua, kama ni kupenda milima, hata hapa Kimilili tuko karibu na mlima Elgon. Mlima si ile mlima wa Kenya peke yake. Tuko mpaka hapa na Mount Elgon. We also have Mount Elgon in Bungoma. So every county has a mountain. So yewe kusema kama ni kuongea ati Nyeri, Murang'a, Nyeri sijui wapi. Hapana, Kenya hii haiwezi ongozwa na maana hiyo. Mpaka iongozwe na naibu rais ambaye ataelewa kwamba Kenya hii iko na Wakenya kabila yote. Na kwa vile makabila yote hawezi kaa kwa serikali kama cabinet ministers. Yule yeyote ambaye anapata nafasi hiyo ya kukaa hapo kama waziri, ajue ile nafasi ya waziri anamepata ile nafasi kwa niaba ya Wakenya wote, na anatakana atumie hiyo nafasi kupeleka maendeleo kila sehemu ya Kenya hii yetu. Situko pamoja? Huyu Rigathi Gachagua nyinyi mnaona aende nyumbani ama asiende? Aende ama asiende? Wala wakusema aende, niona kusema aende basi. Alikuwa anafuatilia hii vitu hapa kwa mtandao live. Bila mmesema aende nyumbani amesikia. Na mmeshukua, najua leo akiondoka kwa ofisi kama kuna vitu zake hapo atakuwa anaondoka na moja. Ndio wakati yake ya kufika kwenda nyumbani, aende nyumbani asonge kabisa kwenda nyumbani. Hatutaki watu wa kabila ya Kenya hii. Tumetoka kwa maneno ya ukabila, tunataka kuingia kwa era ambayo kila mwana Kenya lazima apata maendeleo, hata kama hakupigia serikali yetu hii kura, sababu kutopigia serikali yetu hii kura sio makosa yao.
The second story is about this Adani deal aftershock. And there is this statement that today Senator Onyonka have said, Senator Onyonka is really into this issue of Adani. So there is a statement that he has made that I would like us to listen to.
And what kills me is that people think that we are fighting the airport. No. Please build an airport as big as Nairobi if you want. What we are saying, do it properly.
Okay.
We are having a country that is becoming dysfunctional. Everything is about a deal. I mean, tell me, Ayub, how can Kenyans not be worried that one company is taking over your airports, is taking over your airstrips, it's intending to take over the port of Mombasa, it's taken over Ketraco, it's taking over Kengen, it is taking over Geothermal Development Corporation, it's taking over Turkana Wind, and most probably Kenya Oil and Minerals. How can that not be state capture? Why are we comfortable about it? And people are busy. I mean, I saw my brother John Badi struggling with that answer. What we are saying, don't give us much English. This thing was, are you building an airport that is affordable according to our capacity? Yes. Are you going to achieve the agenda of your number of passengers you are going to bring in? Yes. Are you going to have a rate of return, investment rate of return in the period of time that you're talking about? Some of us were saying 30 years are too many. Let us look at what Rwanda has done. Let's look at Ethiopia. What have they done? Why is Rwanda and Ethiopia not having any noise or having any questions being asked? I mean, is it okay? Yes, Honorable Nyamita, I completely agree with you that the expressway is one of the best ideas that Kenya has ever come up with. In fact, my argument is, because I've traveled and you have traveled, all of you, we can have a ring around Nairobi, which will completely decongest the city. But that expressway, when it originally started, what was Uhuru's deal? 27 billion. That is what we are going to do. People said, really? Yeah. Or from here, maybe a little bit. Yeah?
Started at 8.
It started at 8B. Then it moved to 22B. Then it moved to 28B. Then it moved 43B. We finished doing that thing at 74B. What the heck is wrong with us?
The cash cow element.
Is that normal? I mean, is that a normal way that a government runs its business?
All right.
I mean,
government. Thank you.
Difficult thing, and I'm sure. I mean, I'm just listening to what Honorable Nyamita is saying. Ayub, there is international best practice. There are things which other countries have done, which if you look at how they have done them, you marvel. And this is why we keep making the example of Rwanda. All right, a small country that has got a small economy. a small country that has gone out there and they have come up with a proposal. The proposal is actually half the price of what Kenya is getting. Rwanda is trying to construct an airport that is going to carry 8 million tourists, and they are spending half the money that we are asking for. The Qatari government, which the Rwandese government has negotiated with, is now offering them 42 aircraft. Out of that, they're giving them 6 Dreamliners so that they can resuscitate Rwanda Air, so that Rwanda Air can be collecting passengers from all over Africa and bring them to Kigali before they can fly to Dubai or whatever. How would I go against such a deal? Because I see value for money. All right? I see order. I see proper management of a public good. And then what do? You have people who are just bringing in a team. You hear these guys are fraudsters from Australia. They have 50 cases. They have already lost $100 billion in the New York Stock Exchange. It's a company that is being run by Modi, the Prime Minister of India, with the King of Abu Dhabi, and which is okay. We have no problem with the owners. This is what I've been telling people. What we are saying, can you please give us an airport that is good, that has got value for money, resuscitate KQ, let's clean out the debts that KQ has got. That's what you negotiate first. Because if you do this airport, which airline is going to carry your passengers to bring them to Nairobi, then Nairobi can take them out? It is KQ. And yet you bring a PPP that you can't discuss what to do with KQ. Number 2, the Parliamentary Committee on Transport, which when it was being headed by Kosing 2018, they had the same issue. KQ had made a request for them to actually set up a PPP, and the committee and the professionals and all the executive members of the executive who came, including National Intelligence Service, including DPP, I mean, anybody who would matter to give a view on that matter, discussed and said, the problem we have, we cannot give a public-private partnership to private individuals and company because of the implication of the national security impact of this airport. I asked the CS the other day, Chirchir, I said, boss, okay, let me just assume I'm an ordinary Kenyan. We have air traffic controllers. We have the air traffic control system, which is being utilized by the military and which is also being utilized by the civilian aircraft. Okay. Have you negotiated who's going to run our military outfit? Nothing. Have you discussed the implication of getting into such a PPP? Are we going to seek permission from Adani? Are they then, if you go to the deeper details of this agreement, you will notice in a very clever way, they've actually put it down there that Adani is the one which will begin providing what? Our aircraft monitoring system. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's part of the proposal.
That's part of the proposal. And I'm saying, how can intelligent people agree to sign an agreement like that?
And after all, guys, that is all I have for today. Let me also know what you think at the comment section. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Awino.